All right, I want to make this video really quickly. I think it's really important. It's the biggest mistake I ever made when I decided to, chase a good physique, go for that lean chisel look. And what happened was I did a lot of research, and a lot of people that were teaching fat loss, a lot of people are teaching how to get that lean, ripped physique. Invariably, what they would promote is a really fast, almost like a shortcut solution where they would, push you into the need to go on very low calories. The message was, getting lean is very hard. You're gonna be hungry. You're gonna kind of suffer, and you're gonna have to eat very little. And I tried that, at first back in 2011, and sure enough, it worked. You go on this really low calorie diet, anywhere from, 1,200 is super low, but I did that. Some people talked about that. Anywhere from 1,200 to 1,700 calories, and you'd be hungry every day. You'd wake up kind of hungry, you'd go to sleep really hungry, and, it wasn't fun. But sure enough, every day you wake up a little bit leaner, a little bit leaner, a little bit leaner, a little bit leaner. So you see the results, so you kind of push through it. And so that was really my first experience getting lean. I remember one of the first diets I did, I just have a few protein shakes during the day. Sometimes I'd add a little bit of a little bit of almond butter to it to give it a little bit more calories so I didn't fucking kill myself. And then I'd have this big chicken salad at night. And so, and I'd have a few pieces of fruit as well. And so this was really my first experience getting lean. And what happened was that you see results it's almost like a short-term gain, long-term pain. You see results in the beginning. So, when you can stick to it, you see results, you get leaner. Sure, you might lose a bit of muscle, but you get so focused on the definition, that's all you care about. And then all of a sudden, eventually, it's not sustainable. Eventually you give in and you cheat, and then all of a sudden the fat comes on really fast. And you almost get stuck in this limbo period where you're either starving yourself or you're overeating, you feel guilty, so you're really overeating, and you're gaining fat. So you're always in a state of either hunger or gluttony, and you're never getting the body you want, because after that initial kind of period, you just end up falling off the wagon. Or, for example, if you decide you're gonna go on a vacation or you're gonna go on maintenance for a few weeks, it's really difficult to transition to maintenance when you've been going so low in calories. You end up just kind of getting fat. So this was a kind of a really painful period of my life when I was always really trying to starve myself to get lean, and then I would screw up and I'd overeat and I'd gain back the fat, and it'd be this constant cycle. So I was staying between 12 and 15% body fat, never able to consistently stay below 10%. This was, back in the 2011, 2012, maybe even 2013. And that quote where the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So I must have done this tons of times. I'd always try another extreme diet that sucked but promised fast results. And I kept pushing through it, and eventually, after just feeling, it's a tough place to be when you feel like a failure. When you have this diet plan, you're so set on getting to this 8% body fat thing, and you follow the diet, you make 3, 4, and then the 5th day you just screw up and you just eat like crazy and you feel guilty, and then your friends want to hang out, but you don't even want to hang out with your friends because you felt like a failure. You feel such low confidence. It's a really painful place to be. So eventually what happened was I was like, I'm not going to do this anymore. And I realized that, life is short. It's not worth killing myself to get to this result. I want to find a way where I can enjoy each and every day. And if I need to eat a little bit more and fat loss takes a lot longer, I don't care. And what happened was I moved out to LA with my buddy Chris Walker back in, years ago. And when I was there, I just focused on just keeping my body satisfied. And I switched to 2,400 calories. And my strength went up. I even got leaner, and I started to really improve myself. And then, when I went back to Toronto, I just did a 2,200 calorie cut. And I focused on enjoying the process, on being present, on the power of now, totally not really obsessing about this end destination. And I was really able to get lean, and finally I achieved my goals. It was a lot more enjoyable. And so the lesson here is that I know a lot of people, they gravitate towards low-calorie diets, and they get stuck. It's miserable, and they never get to where they want to be. And some people, you know, a lot of the people that promote these whole low-calorie solutions, they're the ones that don't even stick to it. So they're not even really lean year-round. They're kind of always battling. They're always trying to chase 5-10 pounds of fat loss. So it's irresponsible. It's really important to learn how to do it correctly. That's why my courses, I show you how to lean down and do it in a way where you feel good. You don't get, you don't mess with your hormones. So even my aggressive fat loss program, it's done it in a specific way where you see fast fat loss, but you're still eating more than a lot of other, rapid fat loss diets promote. You know, someone that's basically, they want to get down to 200 pounds, they're never going to go below 2,000 calories. So it is definitely a challenging program, but it's still designed in a way where you can see, where you still feel good on the plan. You're not going super low in carbs or fats. But pretty much that's just what I wanted to share with you. And what happens is people that get stuck on this really low calorie thing, they feel like they're walking on eggshells. They feel like if they screw up a little bit, they're going to gain fat so fast. And yet when they are on their plan, they get this point where they're stuck. They're not seeing any results. And so the key is really to take a few months, focus on building muscle. So increase the calories to a certain point where you don't feel like you're going to gain fat. You just kind of feel like you're giving your body what it needs. Work on your training. Work on increasing your lifts. And then slowly increase those calories up a little bit. What's going to happen is you're going to have this whoosh effect where you actually look leaner, you feel bigger, thicker, and tighter. And as you do this for a few months, your metabolism goes up. So if you bring your calories down to a moderate level, then let's say you're 180 pounds, you know, and so eventually you bring your calories up to 2,800 while you're on this maintenance muscle building phase. Then you go down to 2,300 and you see really fast results. Whereas before you were doing 1,600 and you were stuck. So this is really how you do it. Don't let anyone teach you that the only way to get lean is to be super low calories. You know, I've been doing a bulk now since September and still staying pretty lean. I'm about 185, 186. And it's incredible how much I eat. You know, I want to do another full day of eating because you guys won't believe how much food I eat. You know, obviously I'm fasting every day. Then I'll have my branched chain amino acids during the fast, which I find are really helpful. If you take them fasted, I find they're really helpful. With creatine, my Kino octane, I'll have a huge, if it's a workout day, I'll have a huge workout. And I'll eat like 2 massive meals with tons of carbs. And you know what? I don't gain the fat. It's amazing. So hopefully this little video was helpful. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you want to sign up for one of my programs, I'll put the link in the description. You can do my physique quiz. And we have some amazing stuff coming soon, so stay tuned.